Hello, this is GregTech, and today we are playing GregTech New Horizons Season 2, I guess. But why I'm human and not blocky and not wearing green? What we are going to do in this episode? Oh, yeah, that's... This project is basically a small info panel on my, wall. I have a small SCADA panel, and I will just hang it here. And this project is going to include 4 different parts. First part will be the Open Computers code. It's going to serve the data. It will collect diagnostic information about my energy levels, my item levels, my machine status, etc., etc. And it will just report them to a backend service. That backend service will process the data and save it to InfluxDB. InfluxDB, if you have never used it, it's a time series database. It is specially designed for IoT devices, sensors, etc. Those kinds of data. In those scenarios, you're gonna need a lot of repeated information that needs to be collected, and they are all time sensitive. And this process is going to use that. Other than that, the backend itself will also going to publish this data, and the client for it will be this guy, a Raspberry Pi Pico. Actually, to be more specific, a Raspberry Pi Pico W. It is a really nice microcontroller that has Wi-Fi capabilities. The normal Pico doesn't have. The W has. It is relatively fast for a microcontroller. It is much powerful than an Arduino, but there's ESP32 devices that are much more powerful, and it is relatively cheap. So we're going to use that for our device. And let's get here a 20 by 4 LCD screen. A red LED. And a rotary encoder for menu selection. Yeah, that process, device is going to be a fun project. And we will build it. For backend, I'm going to use Fast API. It is a really nice Python framework. And for the device code, I'm going to use MicroPython because it's simple and easy to understand. And I'm a noob at electronics. Yeah, I enjoy it, but I'm not the best because I'm not an electronic engineer. I'm just a software engineer. But taking this as a hobby and trying to learn. So that project is also going to be a learning experience for me. Of course, first thing we have to do is, with help of Pamuk, prototyping. And after all these efforts, we made this guy. Currently I have to hold the screen because it's only held by this connector, and it's not a solid connection. What we're going to do is now we're gonna need to make a case. I would 3D print if I had one. So if I don't have any 3D printers, how we are going to handle the case. This. Yeah, I plan to slam this to this table, but apparently it doesn't show up in the that much in the screen. So yeah, Legos. And it took some while, but it is done. And all we have to do is, I cannot apparently place the USB, but it is connecting, and yeah. Everything works. This area will be a LED when we have received alert, but currently we cannot receive because I didn't set up the Open Computers part. That's the next part that I'm going to do. So yeah, apparently we now have a information panel on our hand, and it will still with this guy. It's gonna mount to my SCSI panel, and yeah, it is all working. All I have to do is connect to USB and enter the correct Wi-Fi thingy during the setup, and the entire code base of this project is on my GitLab. So you can access there, and you can access the schematics and how to do, and the parts I used. So it's basically done. All I have to do is set up the Open Computers part, and off we go. I think the next episode will be that part. And this is where it stays. And I don't want to show my desktop now because it is a mess at the moment. But yeah, we have our status screen right here. And after we wrote the necessary code for the Open Computers part, by the way, I had to add this guy because it was tilting, and I have a slight OCD. Yeah, that's not a good combination. Anyway, all we have to do is the Open Computers code, and we are good. So, this is GregTech, and have an amazing day.